Today's hero video is going to be about Wandering Sword. Now he's a really unique hero, and not just because he's an old Ninja Turtle looking dude. But first, so this energy generation is off the charts. I'll just start with that. 16 energy generation, so he's going to be able to fire off his white skill in just over 6 seconds, which is kind of crazy. Attack damage, pretty good attack damage actually. Attack speed is going to be moderately low, so not going to do a ton there. And then life, nothing crazy, mediocre. So as far as stats wise, pretty not going to do anything crazy except for that energy generation, which Wandering Sword is a frontline finesse fighter hero, so it's going to be doing a lot of damage, not necessarily through his main attacks, but through, these skills. These skills, the most unique skill by far going to be this Deadly Patience. So how this works is Wandering Sword curses the closest enemy that is at or below 20% of their max health, and then just instantly kills them. Now the curse is, nothing crazy. It's just literally so they don't heal above that max health in the short time this happens. But it curses the closest enemy and just kills them as long as they're at 20% or below their max health. So if they have 100,000 health total, when they get down to 20% or less, he can use this white skill on them and he just instantly kills them. Now, the one thing that's going to be, he also gets a bonus when sitting at max energy. So obviously, most people probably aren't going to get to 20% or lower health within the first 6 seconds of the battle. So after reaching max energy, Wandering Sword enters a focus state. So he still gets to fight, still gets to do everything else, but he gets this little bonus when his energy is capped out. And what this does is it reduces all incoming damage by X amount, which can be increased by leveling your heroes, stars, gear, and the skill level while he waits to be able to execute something. So during this focus state, the threshold for being able to instantly execute actually increases. So every 3 seconds, it goes up by 10% up to 40%. So after 12 seconds into the battle, just starting off, he'll actually be able to instantly execute the nearest enemy that is at or below 40% max health, and then as soon as he executes someone, it goes back down to that 20% threshold for the next time he tries to execute them. So if everything panned out perfectly, he could be executing someone every 6 seconds, but that probably won't happen, and so when he gets to max energy, he gets that reduced damage, as well as increasing that threshold. So now, based on what you have here, and as well as his next skill, his main issue is going to be his health. He is not the most tanky hero, and especially since he's a frontline hero, he's going to be taking a lot of damage, so this second skill kind of tries to address that. Every 3 seconds, he dodges one attack. It has a chance to fail, though, on enemies higher than this skill level, so you are actually probably going to want to max that skill out if this is a hero you're going to use a lot, because that dodge once every 3 seconds, it might not seem like a lot, but when you're getting, just getting beat the crap out of by Scar Brawler or something, trying to do a 30,000 damage a hit, you're going to want something like that to be able to dodge. So that's going to be really important. And then on to the blue skill, when Wandering Sword falls below 50% of his max health, he blesses himself, which removes all his debuffs and everything, and then retreats into his shell to meditate for 3 seconds. So when he's in this shell, he actually reduces incoming damage by 50%, which is a good amount, and heals X amount twice a second throughout the duration. So this is actually a really important thing, I'd say, to have leveled up high, just because you're going to get that damage reduction, but you're going to need this healing because you can only reduce so much damage. When you're already below 50% health, you need some healing to be able to keep yourself alive, and this is a hero you want to keep alive because, I mean, he can just straight out instantly execute people, and that's pretty crazy. And also, to compensate for his lower attack, he has a lower attack speed, but nothing insane going on is his regular attack. His purple skill, he deals 1% damage, more damage to a target for every 2% current health the target has. This is kind of interesting. So he does more damage the healthier they are. So if they have 100,000 health, max health, say they get damage down to 80,000, so they have 80,000 max health, 80% of their current health, so he gets a 40% attack damage boost. He actually gets a 50% attack damage boost when they're at max health, but his bonus reduces as they lose more and more health. So he's not going to be the primary hero for killing off people the regular way, or getting that last 30%, but he's going to be really good just starting to hurt them in the beginning. This does have a chance to fail against enemies above what level the skill is. All in all, this is a really unique hero, I'm going to say. If used properly, if upgraded, obviously, because if you don't have this guy up to par, he's just going to get absolutely clobbered, because you need to be able to get those people down to 20% damage in order to execute them. So, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, any comments, let me know. I'll have another hero video out tomorrow. Enjoy.